What's up guys, it's the Tech Playoffs and I'm back with another video. And as you can see, I have the Surface Duo first generation. I picked this device up because now you can pick this up for a couple $100. And if you're trying to get into the world of foldable devices, this is a great price to enter that world in. I know when this device came out that it had a lot of issues. It caught bad rep right away because mostly of the software, because I just picked this device up. I received it yesterday. I've been using it for about a day. And man, let me tell you, the hardware on this does not disappoint. This thing feels super premium. You have metal on the sides and two large slabs of glass on both sides. And I love that there's no LCD, there's no hole cut out for a camera or nothing. It's just a very, very clean display. As you can see here, the USB Type-C port is very tiny. But if you're paying attention to it, it is almost the same exact width of the one slab on the side. So this device is super, super thin. As I said, almost as thin as a USB Type-C port. I'm trying to get it to focus here. But super thin. It looks amazing. It feels amazing in the hand. And man, this thing is just amazing hardware-wise. Almost the best. Probably the best feeling device in my hand of any phone that I've tested. On the sides here, you have the volume rockers. And then you have your sleep-wake button. Right under the sleep-wake button, you have a fingerprint sensor. So yes, this does have fingerprint sensor. It does not have face unlock, but it does have the fingerprint sensor that's very reliable. So far in my testing, it's very good. It hasn't failed an unlock yet. And I set up my thumb and my index finger and it works very well so far. Like I said, in the back, there's nothing else other than that slab of glass. And in the front, you have the slab of glass as well as the Windows logo. So other than that, very clean setup here. All right, so when I open up this device, you're gonna get the two home screens. So this is not one full screen like you would see in the Z Fold 3. It is two separate screens, which in my opinion, I like more. Yes, if you're trying to watch a full screen app or a full screen video, that slit in the middle does interfere, but it's not too bad. The reason I like that it's two separate screens is when I'm opening an app and I just tap it, it opens up on the screen where you tap that app in. If I go to the left and tap Instagram, you're gonna see that it just opens up. Two solely separate apps running at the same time. So on the Z Fold, when you're using it, you have to go into split screen mode and manually split those apps up, and you're getting a very small portion of that app on both sides. This is like two separate phones in one. You're getting two full versions of the app side by side, which is amazing. It just turns into a great experience, and you can run any two apps at once. You can run a game and YouTube on one side. You can run social media and YouTube, or two social medias, or email and notes on one side. It just works so well. And you can, if you want, you can run them separately, or you can go ahead and take an app, bring it to the middle, and make it into one full screen app. On Instagram, it does turn it into a different orientation, but as you can see when I scroll, if I go back, let me try to get this back up here. Is it gonna let me do it? All right. So as you can see, the software part is probably the biggest weakness of this device. It isn't perfect. But if Android and Microsoft continue to support this software-wise, I believe this device has great potential. So when I'm in this orientation, you see that the icons go from the side to the top, which is amazing. I love that. And if I scroll, you're getting a full screen experience on Instagram, which is awesome. Instagram doesn't make a compatible tablet app. But it works really well in here. Yeah, like I said, you do have that slit in the middle, but it's not that big of an interference, in my opinion. I mean, it's very subtle, that line. And then versus the Z Fold 3, I don't want to throw too many Z Fold 3 comparisons. I mean, this is a foldable, yeah, but this feels way better to me because on the Z Fold 3, you had that plastic feel screen, which I hated. This is glass on both sides. So it feels really solid when you're pressing on the glass. It doesn't feel cheap at all. It doesn't feel like you're gonna make an indentation with your nail or you're gonna mess up the plastic. It feels really solid. The Android experience is pretty good. Yes, you do have hiccups. Yes, you do have stutters. Yes, you do have freezes. That can happen with any phone. I have an iPhone 13. I have the Pixel 6 Pro. I have those issues on all those devices. No device is perfect. Yes, there are some devices that are more stable than others, but this one, it's very new to the market. Yes, normally other devices you have one full screen. This is two separate screens running two separate apps at the same time. And I believe the hardware being premature and the software trying to catch up to it, that's what's causing those issues. Yes, it does have issues, but this is a great device for the price point. When this device came out, it was upwards of $1,500 plus. Now you can pick this up from around $500 for a foldable device. Is it the latest SoC? No. Does it have the most RAM? No. But it is an amazing device. Yes, it had a lot of negative reviews, but don't let that steer you away from testing this out. This is an amazing piece of hardware. And like I said, if Microsoft and Android continue to support this, which I hope at least it gets Android 12L, because Android 12L is a software pointed towards tablets. I hope this fixes a lot of the issues, but it is still great. As you can see, if I scroll to the side, instead of the Google News feed, you get sort of a Microsoft timeline of just some stuff that you can put on here if you want. You can add weather, notes, email. You can change this too. You can change the organization of it, what you want to show up on the bottom and top. You can take stuff away, you can add to it. So I like that. This is running Android 11. And like I said, if you swipe up on the right, you're gonna get that app drawer there. If you swipe up on the left, you're gonna get the app drawer there. So I think it's just amazing. If I do Twitter, and I take Twitter and put this in the center, you're gonna see it's gonna go full screen in this orientation. Before, Instagram made you swap the device, but Instagram just runs funny like that. Because like I said, they don't make a tablet version of their app. But if I do Twitter, it'll go full screen in this orientation, which still looks great. Yes, you had that line there, but it's not bad at all. It feels good in hand. You still get a great experience in my opinion. If you see you're watching videos, yeah, you'll lose some information there, but eventually you can see that information. So it's not that big of a deal to me. The battery life on this thing is pretty solid. I was thinking that something this thin, was going to be very bad, but honestly, I'm getting better battery life on this than I did on my Pixel 6 Pro. Yes, this device is missing some hardware that the Pixel has. If I'm not mistaken, this is a 1080p display at 60 hertz. Pixel is a 2K display at 120 hertz. So yes, that's going to be more of a battery hog. And to add, this doesn't have NFC, it doesn't have wireless charging. So it's missing some hardware components that are probably extending the battery life on this. But yes, those are downfalls. Again, this device is amazing for what it does. This is a full-fledged, in my opinion, tablet slash mobile phone. You do have one speaker on this side, so it is a mono, it isn't a stereo speaker set, and you have the earpiece on this side. Why they didn't use that earpiece as a speaker, I'm not sure, but it still sounds pretty good. It's not the best speaker sound in the phone, no, but it sounds pretty solid for what it is. So this can fold in this orientation, or you can completely fold it out into the separate orientation and use either side of this device as just one side. And when you flip it over, the other side will shut off. And as you've seen, it'll give me the option to double tap and use the other side as the primary display. It's pretty fast in terms of animation. I like that. I wish that they would update this or either work with Android and put a stock Android skin on this and, you know, kind of implement some of the Surface features on there, like the split screen and full screen and certain gestures they have. But that's most likely not going to happen. So like I said, you could use either side of this. You can also even prop this up as a laptop mode. Put it like that, watch videos, go through social media. You can use 2 separate apps as this as well. You can listen to music, watch a movie, I don't know, whatever you want to do on your phone as in tablet mode. Or you can go into tent mode, as they call it, and flip it over and watch it like this, which is pretty awesome. This thing does have a lot of amazing features on it. It runs the Play Store, so you can download any app that's on the Play Store. But yes, you're gonna notice some software issues during this video. As you can see, that cut off there when I swapped it into this orientation, but it doesn't happen all the time. And like I said, just keep in mind, this is new technology. It's been out for probably 2 years now because there's a second iteration of this device. But man, I just want to say, if you're thinking about picking one of these up, it is pretty solid as a tablet, as a mobile phone. If you show this to somebody, it's like a conversation starter. You're gonna show somebody this phone, they're gonna say, holy crap, what is that? It does have one single camera. You can use it as a FaceTime camera when it's pointing towards you. If you want to take a picture of someone on the other side, you just fold that back and it'll use that camera as the primary camera. It isn't the best camera, no, but it's pretty good in certain lighting scenarios. In the dark, not so well. I did take some night pictures, but it's pretty good. It's a pretty solid camera. Like I said, you're not gonna rely on this as your, photography camera phone, but it'll get the job done in terms of video chat and meetings and just snapping the normal photos from day to day. So I like that aspect of it. I'm just making this video because I was hesitant on picking this up because of the price and because of all the negative feedback that this thing got. But after playing with this for a day, it's pretty good. I mean, I don't know if I would make this my everyday phone. It's possible. Yeah, I can get by, but it's missing certain things like NFC that I use a lot, and maybe a better camera. I mean, I can still probably get through it if I get like a smartwatch and use that as the NFC, but it's just super fun to use something that's different. A lot of people are like, man, you got to get an iPhone because you got to join the Blue Bubble group or whatever, the clan or whatever it is. Yes, I like iPhone, but I also switch to Android every once in a while because I love technology in general. So, experiment, man. Buy phones. I'm not saying spend all your money on phones, but if you have an opportunity to spend a couple dollars and test something new out, it is a breath of fresh air to have this in my hand because I got bored of iOS, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. iPhone to me is boring. The ecosystem is amazing, but the software is boring. I love something like this to play around with. I could pop, Google Stadia and or Xbox Game Pass and play a game, man. And just with the Xbox controller, prop it into this mode. Let's see if it'll switch, or maybe it'll be better if I do it in tent mode. Let's see. Okay, double tap, use this side. Okay, so if I wanted to play Stadia and this is Far Cry, I could, let's see if it'll take my Xbox controller. This is my Xbox controller. Let's see if it'll connect to it. I did previously pair the device, but I don't know if it's gonna work. I might have to repair it. But as you can see, you can play games on this. Full-fledged AAA titles on your desk, at work, while you're eating lunch, on the train, however you want to do it. I mean, it's possible to do it on this device. It doesn't have the latest high-end specs, but it gets the job done. This is running 6 gigabytes of RAM, so it's not a crazy amount of RAM, but it works, man. I don't have any issues with multitasking or running 2 different apps or playing games on it. I don't have any issues with none of that. It just runs so great. So in terms of the software, yes, it can run better, but I'm just saying if Google and Microsoft, again, put time into this and effort, hopefully they don't forget about the first gen, because now they have the second gen, and I'm sure they're working on a third gen. This device is sick, man. It is super, super clean. The game's starting up there, as you can see. AAA title, Far Cry 6. Normally you need a PC to run this. You can run it on this device with no problem. I'm not gonna play it right now, but you guys get the idea. So if you guys are thinking about picking one of these up, you can for a couple $100. I picked this one up on Amazon for around 500 and some change. You can probably find it cheaper used. Maybe like on Swap or eBay, you can find it for maybe $300 in that area. But it is amazing. It is great. I'm glad I picked it up. I'm having an amazing time using this. I'm gonna keep using it. I'm hoping with time it gets better, because it has a March security update. So I know they're updating it. I'm hoping it gets another major OS update, at least, like I said, Android 12L. That way, I'm sure it'll fix a lot of stuff. But guys, an amazing, amazing device. It feels great even when it's closed. It feels like a little notepad. You can get the Microsoft Stylus, pop it on here and use that as well. Because you can write notes on this, draw pictures, edit videos, whatever you want to do, man. This is a small and amazing and fun to use computer/mobile phone. If you guys have any questions, please leave comments. If you guys want to support me, just please give me a thumbs up. I do really appreciate all your support and kind words. That continues to help me make these videos. And guys, other than that, love your tech, try new things out. Don't stick to one thing. Just enjoy everything in life. Guys, have a blessed day. Thank you for watching this video. Peace.